Welcome to Signal Emitted. This is the first time that I'm doing it live, so I will make mistakes, and I hope everybody can hear me. So in today's episode, we'll be talking about... Why do I still hear music? That's my phone. Whoops. So in today's Signal Emitted, we'll be talking about the release candidate for Godot 4.5. We'll also take a look at the XR Game Jam. There will also be a Creator Spotlight as usual, Game of the Week, and a Tip of the Week. No add-on of the week because I ran out of arm time that I was not in pain. Okay, wait, sound is pretty low. Let's quickly ramp this up. Okay, so how about now? Okay, I think this should be better. Let's put it up all the way. Maybe also here a little. Okay, so tests. Okay, I think the sound should be good right now. Of course, there's a delay with YouTube, so oh well. Okay, so I guess one more time. So welcome to Signal Emitted, your weekly news show for Godot related news. In today's episode, we'll be talking about Godot 4.5, the release candidate. We'll also take a look at the XR community game jam, and there's a game of the week, creator spotlight, and tip of the week. Welcome to Signal Emitted. Your weekly Godot related news show. I already said that. And yeah, it's live today because, well, if you watch my previous episodes of Signal Emitted, you might know I have an issue with my arm. If you're on Discord server, you're probably tired of hearing me complain about the pain in my arm. But yeah, I cannot edit right now. I cannot do much right now. I cannot even type too much. It's all kind of annoying. I'm really annoyed that I cannot work properly, but I actually brought my keyboard right now. But yeah, let's go over to the main topic. I'll have to see if everything works correctly because I have not done any video stuff in some time. Whoops, and that is my entire thing. Okay. So Godot 4.5 Beta 7. It's kind of outdated. It's happened, I think, yeah, at the end, after the last episodes that I released. Godot snapshot, well, basically Beta 7. It's kind of outdated already because, well, this was mainly bug fixes anyway. This episode will take longer. Let's say that in advance. But yeah, anyway, so the release candidate was going to come, but they did some stuff to the Android section of the Godot editor, which made it basically delayed and another beta release. But of course, like I mentioned before, we have a release candidate, so the actual release is getting closer. So release candidate Godot 4.5, release candidate 1, is the final stage of development, and right now it's basically just bug fixing and hoping that it will be stable enough to actually have like a full release. They are anticipating to have the release candidate 2 kind of early next week, so let's hope that comes quickly. And from this whole section here, it does not really point that there will be like a release candidate 3, so we may be able to see 4.5 next week, which is kind of amazing. If you look at the changelog, we had 2,451 commits, 2,387 were pull requests, and 418 contributors have contributed to this. I think I am one of them. So if I go to Voylin, yes, I have one. It's a very small one, but it's one. It's not even worth sharing, I guess. But yeah, anyway, a lot of things have changed. I will make a more detailed video about all the changes of 4.5. I have been going over them in previous videos. It's kind of a lot. There are a lot of usability updates. It's a great release and it's a lot more stable, especially on Linux. I've been having a lot of issues with the 4.4 release, 4.4.1. 4.5 is proving to be a lot more stable. I've been using the betas as time went on to develop my video editor, which uses a GD extension and a lot of codes, and it's been stable. So yeah. Up next, the little sponsor segment. I don't have the time bar on the bottom. I don't even know if people actually notice that thing. But yeah, anyway, I have a Ko-fi page, and that's the main way that I'm earning anything right now because the channel is not monetized yet. So yeah, if you want to have access to post every week and basically the things that I offer, the quality that I offer, I have a Discord bot available, Godot code snippets, data manager. I also have some Japanese language learning stuff if you're into that. Um, GitHub workflows and my GDE Gozen application, application add-on, which gives you video playback inside of the Godot editor. And let's stop with the sponsor segment because that's the least favorite segment of everybody. And then we have the Godot XR community. They are doing another monthly game jam. I think it's monthly. No, it's the fourth Godot XR game jam. It's starting on September 8th, which is I guess yesterday. No, in 2 days. In 2 days, the Godot XR community game jam is starting. There are um there are going to be special projects made in the Godot XR editor will be considered to have like special consideration will be given to participants using the Godot XR editor. So the XR editor is basically the Godot editor, but inside of VR. So yeah, there have been some people in this video, for example, making a game completely in the VR editor. If it was successful or not, you have to find out. It's kind of an interesting video. I don't think it's the easiest way to make games completely in VR, but yeah, some people do it. And there's also some on the Horizon channels. There's some information about the dev, beta, and RC channel. So join those if you're into XR. And then also render model support coming in Godot 4.5. It's basically kind of like a 3D assets stuff that you get to use inside of your game. If you look instead of here, we can see like one of the things that you get are like the visualization of the remotes and such, which is nice to have. And then over to kind of an interesting part. Somebody was able to make VS Code work inside of the VS Code's inside of the Godot editor. Because it is live, I cannot cut all my mistakes out, so sorry about that. Yeah, anyway, VS Code running in the Godot editor. He did make it open source through GitHub if you go into his post here. So if you take a look at that, we can see, first of all, he's kind of making his own editor, which is, yeah, basically you have Godot's team inside of it. There's some other stuff. It's kind of nice, but what we're interested in is the VS Code. How did he implement VS Code inside of the Godot code editor? If you take a look at that, we can basically see how it works. It creates a web view node and loads the website vscode.dev. And then it creates a tunnel from your local VS Code by running code tunnel and automatically connects to that. So basically it is a web view. It's not the actual like VS Code editor, well, not the local one. It's basically a website. Still, it is quite interesting. I have been thinking about creating an own solution to have an actual terminal inside of this window instead of the scripting. So I could use NeoVim inside of it. Sadly, I don't have the time and I don't have the power in my arm. So that will have to wait, and first Gozen my video editor. But yeah, anyway, I thought it was kind of a nice thing to show you guys. It is kind of nice for people who are used to VS Code. This is a great thing. No more switching between windows. You can normally easily switch between these tabs. So yeah. And then next up, the Creator Spotlight. And for the Creator Spotlight, I have a channel. I'm sorry, it's not a channel which uses Godot, although they have been trying out Godot in the last couple of live streams. But it is a channel mainly focused on on giving game developer advice. Buy Me Games is a small studio of a couple of guys from Belgium. They make their own games and they make videos about their experiences and their information that they learn to give and share with everybody. Their videos, I find them personally quite helpful. I also know the creator of this channel, so that also helps. they're great videos. If you're into game dev and you want to learn more about running like a studio, how the whole game dev scene works and such, this is the channel to work to watch. Well, to give a watch. They have a lot of content. Like normally he used to do 2 videos a week. I don't know if he still does 2 videos a week, but you can expect new content very regularly. Like, yeah, there's a lot. They also released a couple of games. I don't know if I can quickly go to the website. I did not open their website before. Nope. There's no link to their website. Oh well. Basically, they created Force Industries, which is kind of like a town management game. Um, I should probably try to find a channel. I don't know all of them. Unicycle Pizza Time. They have some other ones, like they have 2 new ones as well, like a Tokyo Anomaly and then another Anomaly game. Yeah, anyway, check them out. They're great watch. There's a lot of nice and good and helpful information. So yeah, check them out and subscribe if you want to know more about game developer stuff and all the scene around it. Anyway, let's go over to the next topic. Somehow I'm trying to save the page. Dun, 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 dun. Nope. Okay, this one. So, game of the week. Wait, WebView makes sense to integrate anything based on Electron. Makes sense. For Vim, you will have a console already. It should be able to run Vim if it's a full console. Yeah, if I can implement that, yeah, it's something for later though. Okay, and basically for game of the week, I have a rather interesting one. It's not really a game, but well, most people watching this are game developers, so this does make sense for them. So well, makes sense for everybody watching. It is from a game from game again from GD Quests, and it's basically teaching you GD script from zero. So if you give this a quick, for some reason it does not want to F11. Okay, now, so we can or start select lesson and options. First of all, something that I want to mention for people with dyslexia, they have support. So there is some amount of like accessibility. This is helpful because without my glasses, I can't easily read my screen. And this dyslexia font actually helps. So I think I might have dyslexia. But anyway, this teaches you a lot. So what is code like? Your first error. And it goes all the way to, well, basically teach you GD scripts from beginning to, well, to everything you basically need to know. It is a very helpful tool. We can go through one of the sessions of let's value types. I have not 100% gone in. Everything is empty because I actually accidentally pressed reset progress. Basically, you have your entire lesson. You have some function that you can run, that you can normally adjust. No, whoops. I think I'm on the wrong thing. Oh well, anyway. So basically it teaches you everything, and then you have your practice sessions here. So in the start of here, you basically can type everything that you want. I won't type too much. Again, arm is hurting. So anyway, so you have your goal, you have your checks, and you have your documentation. And you basically need to try to finish the goal. It's a very simple thing. There are a lot of code-based websites that teach you coding in this style, in this kind of like an environment. I personally think it's a very good tool, and you should check it out, especially if you're new to Godot and GDScript, or you just want to refresh your knowledge. And I think that is everything for today. So, first of all, a quick mention to all my Ko-fi supporters. So we have Mikey, Thomas, Menaldal, Digital Tabletops, Dolo, Blissful Thinking, Videomancer, Davey, Mr. S, Stephen List, Frankie, 5035, Guru, Derek, Ivo Pali, Marcus Laminen, and Slander. And also, whoops, the microphone volume is way too low. That's probably because I'm too far away from my microphone. For Vim, yeah. So one more thing before I go. It's a tip of the week. I kind of forgot about that. So if you have a Godot program that keeps crashing, so you try to launch your Godot project, it keeps crashing, or whilst you try to close it, it takes too much time. Why does this happen and how can you fix it? Well, basically, if you go into here, Godot, and then verbose, we can launch Godot with a lot more information. For example, if I open, whoops, I should probably not open that one. Let's open the GD extension test room. We will see a lot more information being printed. And if you're trying to debug anything, you should use the double minus and verbose. This is very helpful and it solves a lot of issues. Also, I noticed that there are 11 people watching right now. That's like the highest number I've had, I think. But anyway, this is quite helpful, especially because a lot of games have like resources that are being left behind that are not properly cleared up. And the moment that you close your game, you run into issues that the game takes like a good minute before it actually closes. So I don't think this one will have any issues. But if I try to close this, it closes quickly. Now, just for fun, let's go to CD. I think, let's close that one first. Extra storage, programming. That is Manel. Vim, no. Let's take our Godot beta release 4.5. I should probably add a beta release. And with verbose, this way I can open Gozen, my video editor that I'm making. And let's put this one on 7 for now. So if you open this one has some amount of issues every now and then. But yeah, I have not really touched the program in like the last month. I tried to work on it, but again, anyway, if I run this, I try to open any projects. So my test projects. And I close it. Well, don't save. Whoops. We can see in here like texture width 99 leaked, and this one also leaked. So there are a couple of resources that are being left behind. But if you have any type of like nodes that you loaded through codes, then you might have a lot more issues here. I think I recently cleaned it up. That's why there's not that much information. But yeah. Anyway, verbose, use it for debugging. If people have trouble with your game or with your application that you're making, ask them to run it through the command line with verbose, because it can solve you a lot of headaches. And yeah, I think that's about it. That's all for this Signal Emitted. Sorry that it's a little bit longer this time. Sorry that it's not very well scripted because I could not script it. And I really hope my arm gets better soon, because it's very annoying that I can't work properly and that I cannot easily script out any of the videos. But yeah, thanks for watching. I don't know if anybody still has like questions or anything. Normally I cannot answer questions through visual, but during a live stream I can. Yeah, no, that one cable is attached. So yeah, I have around 10 more minutes that I can spend if anybody has any questions. Maybe if you want to see the Gozen project, the Gozen video editor, I can show it off right now. Now, these live streams, first of all, I don't think I will do live streams every single time for Signal Emitted. I prefer to keep it in the short format of videos that I've been doing it in. I hope people have been enjoying the Signal Emitted. Like, I've been receiving a lot of comments, and I have I have had kind of like a couple of very nice comments that really made me more motivated to improve the Signal Emitted format. I really want to make more effects and such to use in the show to make it more clear from when the different topics and such change. But yeah, I don't really have anything. No guests today. I mean the little ones. I guess I can try to take them, but I think they're probably sleeping at this point. It's already almost 8 o'clock here. I don't hear any sound, so I guess they're sleeping. So yeah, no guests today. Yeah. Anyway, oh, I did not even realize that my monitor, like the arm of my microphone was in view the whole time. I do plan on trying to do more live streams as soon as my arm gets better to work on Gozen. Gozen is getting there. It just requires a little bit more work. So to quickly show off the projects, right now I'm mainly working on the markers, so the timeline markers, so people can have the chapters for the YouTube videos or put markers wherever they're like, okay, I'm here right now, I still need to edit this part, in here I need to add this footage. So that is coming, and after that I have some more stuff. Let's quickly go to the Gozen issue thing to show the roadmap. Sorry that I take over the Signal Emitted episode to talk about the whole Gozen video editor. I should probably put this in dark mode for the people, else they will start complaining again. Voila. Dark mode is just more difficult for me to read. So yeah, basically what is left for the roadmap? First of all, text objects. I also have shader support that I still want to implement. These are all going to be custom stuff. So text objects, people will be able to add shaders to that. Normal video files, they will be able to add shaders to that. They will also be able to add, well, basically to anything visual, people will be able to add shaders. Gozen will be a very modular and basically user-focused video editor. People will be able to change a theme to a theme that they like. They can create custom themes as well. It is going to be a very modular video editor and a video editor that people can change to their own liking. If they want it complicated, they can make it complicated. If they want it to have it simple, the editor comes as a simple format with clear UI and such. The thing that I'm working on right now is timeline markers. I also have clip animations, which is basically going to be keyframes. The FX revamp will allow for more modularity in adding effects to clips. Then the auto silence cut. Basically, if you have a long video, by example, for the Signal Emitted, I have a lot of empty parts that there is nothing being spoken. Gozen will be able to automatically cut those parts out or just cut those areas, and you can decide afterwards if you want those clips removed or not. So that's a very nice feature that will save me a lot of time. I know some people have it inside of like as add-ons and plugins in Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, but in Gozen it will come by default. Then there's also our add automatic test, and this will basically make certain that it does not crash on Windows, Linux, possibly in the future macOS, and that all the basic features will work. I'm not certain yet how to make an automatic test for all the UI parts, but let's see. I also want to add a subtitle screen. This will be a very simple thing. I hope I can implement Whisper as well, that it can automatically create them the subtitles. Not certain about that yet. Then I have transition blocks. Basically blocks for the timeline, custom theme supports, and then some stuff that still needs to happen. But yeah, anyway, let's see. Shilling for Gozen is expected. I need to talk about the video editor, because if I don't talk about the video editor, people won't know about it. And it's kind of a big deal because I've been working on it for 2.5 years and I want it to succeed. Do you have shortcuts to jump to chapters quickly? Yes. Basically, if you launch the editor, tests, right now I cannot add any chapters yet, but basically you will be able to go between different points here. With these buttons, you will be able to go to the next chapter. That's basically what those buttons will do. And I will also add a shortcut. I don't think I've added the shortcuts yet at this point. I should probably add that. Maybe control left, control right. Nope, I have not added any shortcuts yet. Anyway, that's probably something I will do later. I should remember to do that. But yeah, anyway, I think that's more than enough for today. I probably need to let my arm rest because I can feel it even with this kind of like a sticker to reduce the pain. It's not really working. But yeah, anyway, let's see if I can still do this. I hope it's sharing my screen right now. Yep. Okay, so anyway, thank you very much for watching this kind of longer and live Signal Emitted. I think it was fun, but I think I will continue doing the video format because I think people prefer the shorter format. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. A very big thank you to all my Ko-fi supporters. Thank you very much again. without you guys, I really cannot keep going. So thank you very much. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in next week's Signal Emitted. Bye bye. And how do I do this now?